A skilled extractor is offered a chance to regain his old life for payment for a task considered to be impossible. This is my review of Inception. The first time I saw Inception wasn't in the movie theaters, it was on DVD when it came out. And it was a bit of a mistake not seeing the movie theaters because it's a really good film. And it's one of those films where it's like you had to watch it over and over again to understand some points. But after you know everything, it's like it'll either blow your mind away and you're like, whoa, or you're like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. The good points. The best thing about this film, in my opinion, was the directing by Christopher Nolan. I think everyone knows Christopher Nolan by now, and if you don't, like, where have you been living? Under a rock? And I'm really surprised that Christopher Nolan didn't get a nomination at the Oscars for this movie, because in that year, the Inception was nominated for Best Picture, and I'm really surprised that Christopher Nolan didn't get nominated for Best Director, because something like Inception, like the idea of Inception, can like falter and like go into a mess and make the audiences like really confused about like what's happening. But Christopher Nolan directed it in such a way where it's like you'll get like the idea of Inception either in the first run or in a few other runs if you have to watch the movie over again to get like what's going on. But everything is sort of explained in the film. I thought that the acting was really incredible. I thought that Leonardo DiCaprio did a good job, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Matt Hardy, and Ellen Page, and like a few others. Oh yeah, Ken Watanabe, is that his name? Yeah, I think so. And yeah, like I said, a few other people, they did a really good job. I thought that the writing was incredible also because the script is written by, I think, Christopher Nolan and his brother did the script. I didn't do my research before this review. But yeah, I think they did the script, and what they put on paper and turned to film was like really incredible, I thought. Yeah, the small twists in the movie were also good because it's like, there's this twist and it's like, oh man, wow. But then it gets explained why that twist happened and another twist. And I was like, what? What's going on? I thought that was cool, like doing the twist upon a twist and everything. And I know some people aren't going to like what I say, but I liked the ending of Inception. I thought it was really cool. Like, it took me my second running, sort of, to understand, like, what was happening. But, yeah, I'll talk about the ending of Inception in the spoiler section later. The bad points. Even though I'm giving praise to this movie, it does have one problem, and even though with the good directing and you can see it now, like do like run-throughs of it'll never explain this one moment in the film, and I'll talk about it in the spoiler section, but it was just confusing to me, and it'll just slightly deduct the score. Yeah, so what do I give Inception? I give it a 3.75 out of 4 stars is why I get it. I thought it was a really good film, directing-wise, acting-wise, also with the writing, and it's a good film. You should go see it, and don't worry if you don't understand it the first time, just rewatch it again and again until you understand it. Alright, the spoilers for Inception. If you haven't seen Inception, get out of here now. It is an incredible film. Don't look at this right now. Just go. Go away! Yeah, so the end of the film is, so Leonardo DiCaprio and the rest of the group have successfully gotten the idea planted into that one guy's mind. And he's going through the airport looking at everybody who was on the team. And he gets through fine because he was a wanted man before, but now he's not, because Ken Watanabe's character helped him not be wanted anymore. So yeah, he gets to see his children once again, and he's at his house, and he has something called a totem, which is like an object that helps you make sure that you're not in the Inception state or the dream state still. And he has a top for his totem, and he spins it. He looks at it for a second, but then he hears his children, and then he like goes off to them, and it's like shot as like as children, like him hugging his children, but then or like slowly like goes that, and we see at the top it's still spinning, and it's like, oh no, what? And then it's like it's still spinning. It's like a bit of a close up on the top, and it's like it's sort of starting to wobble, and the film ends, and it's like, what? And it's like, and this is a question that was asked to Christopher Nolan like every time about Inception, like is Leo still in the dream state in like Inception? And what Christopher said is what I sort of thought in my second run through when I saw Inception, is that Leo doesn't care if it's real or not. Like, he's with his children. He's like finally with his children like after all these years, and he doesn't care if it's a dream or not. And I thought that was a cool ending. Yeah, but and this goes back to my bad point now, because if Leo was still in the dream state, then how is he still in the dream state? Because after he went like through limbo and everything, he went back. But I don't know, like that's the one thing I didn't like really sort of understand, even though it was a cool ending, is like, is he still in the dream state? Because it's like he was in the final stage, then went into limbo, but then like Ken Watanabe's character like shot him and himself, and then they were both out of limbo, and it's like, if they were still in the dream state, it's like, how are they still in there? It just confuses me for that reason. So, Inception, you just buy it on DVD or Blu-ray, and you'll have a good time. And it may be one of your most favorite movies you'll love, like, forever, or it may be one of the most despising movies that you'll hate because it confuses you. And that's it.